Hoodie Guy coming back here with another KASPA video. Well, you can see that KASPLEX is going to launch their L2 Public Testnet this month. Only a couple of days left. Saturday is the last day of the month. Introduces full VM compatibility, a working faucet, a growing set of developer tools, enabling builders to deploy smart contracts, test DeFi protocols in a live environment. So that's cool. This is step one before it goes on to mainnet. So that's pretty cool. You got GameStop buying $500 million of Bitcoin. Trump, media group announced that they're going to buy Bitcoin. Everyone's questioning Michael Saylor and their reserves, but apparently they have their reserves audited, and I think they're like Coinbase and Fidelity custody. The KASPA hash rate took a little bit of dip this week and then back up and back down. It fluctuates. Right here, I guess the U.S. federal court has officially blocked Trump's Liberation Day tariffs from going into effect. Right now, the prices have been tanking today. KASPA, the overall market, maybe the stuff will go up off that. I know a lot of people are looking at what the Federal Reserve's doing. Global M2 supply. Sometimes the market has short-term reactions to this kind of news. Since we're in the middle of bringing some product in from overseas, if somehow we got this container in with the tariffs that we normally had, which was still pretty high because we were still looking at an extra 25% on top of our 3%, and now we got an extra like 30% on top of that. So hopefully that comes back down. You can see KASPA did go under 9 cents. So if you're looking to grab that under 10 cents, you got another opportunity. It's working its way back up to 10 cents. Right now, KASPA is basically moving with the market. It'll be 40. It was, it did get to 50. So, since it was 50 on CoinMarketCap, it's up to number 38, gets up to 35. But basically, market conditions are driving the price for KASPA right now. Maybe that'll change this cycle. You can see in the last 24 hours, SPX 6900, which is basically the best thing you could have bought this last year. You can see TON, Uni, QNT, KASPA's down 4%. That's kind of one of the biggest, XDC is in XMR down 7%. So it's kind of in the middle of the pack for the top 100. And you can see a few meme coins, ICP's up a little bit. But right now, the market's not pricing in 10 blocks per second, those type of things. We'll have to see when the smart contracts really come out, L2s, when they hit the ground running and where the overall market conditions are at that time. So I'm just trying to be realistic with what I think the price can do, because basically 2024 was a sideways year, and pretty much, basically it's kind of pretty close to what it was in about a year and a half ago. So went up, went down, came back up. I mean, if you'd have bought the low in April, what would you be up? I mean, it went up, 5 cents. You'd be up over 100%, maybe a little more, right around there. So I'm excited. I think that we're still going to finish with a strong bull market, and I'm not sure the price is going to go to what some of the moon boys think, but I think it's still going to reach a target that makes me happy with my investment. And I'm going to stick with my plan for taking some profits, keep a sliver in case somehow there's just, another parabolic leg up on this market. That's just my plan. Some people are stacking for future cycles, and that's what I'm doing. But it's good to get your game plan in. Like, market goes down now. Well, one day people are bearish, one day they're bullish. Market goes up, bang, bang. But it seems like there's a lot of going on the ground, and with Bitcoin, and even though you might not even be holding any Bitcoin, I do, but hold more Bitcoin than KASPA. That Bitcoin really drives the market. If something happened, catastrophic with Bitcoin, that would hurt most all other projects. They would go down more than Bitcoin, most likely. So Bitcoin is a big driver in the market right now, and there's just seems like there's stars aligning. It usually goes down at the Bitcoin conference, so that's nothing different. And we'll just have to see. If the tariffs stay up, we're probably going to have some higher prices in the United States. If inflation's high, the Federal Reserve is not going to lower interest rates. You can see with Elon Musk, he seemed like they backed away on Doge a little bit. They're still doing Doge, but this big, beautiful bill that Trump has is going to add $4 trillion to the debt ceiling. So it seems like they're going to keep printing. That's why people are going into fixed, max supply, fixed assets like KASPA or Bitcoin. So we don't know what's going to roll out. I mean, that's why tomorrow, what's the price going to be, up or down, is really hard to say. Maybe a positive reaction if somehow the tariffs are stopped for a while. But, it's really tough on the short term. But it's going to be exciting. I think at some point this year we'll get the last leg, and maybe it spills into next year. I'm not sure. And maybe, who knows, maybe next 2 or 3 months we get the blow off top. Technically it'd be October if it went up to the last cycle, but some people think we're in a super cycle. So your guess is as good as mine. Oh, you can see Hex just had a big dip down 7.9% now. So that's it. I think there's a lot of catalysts for KASPA, potential listings, some narratives of it being the fastest proof of work, narratives of the smart contracts hitting at L2s, EVM compatibility. So there's a lot of narratives that could catch wind, and they haven't caught wind yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. And if nothing else, it's going to move up with the market. So that keeps me bullish no matter what. Because the base case for me is that KASPA just basically moves up and performs kind of average for the rest of this market, which will still be a nice price increase. And then the bullish case is that it outperforms the market by a good chunk, and we'll see where that ends up. I don't think some of these moon boys are going to get their prices hit, but you never know. It's not without the realm of possibility, but I think it's going to be something more realistic. And so just keep a level head, get your game plan together, whatever you think's best for you in your bag, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.